Get a free CGB Shark token when you use the promo code CGB5 at checkout on any order at CoolStuffInc.com. That's promo code CGB5 at CoolStuffInc.com. And a big thank you to them for sponsoring my channel. You're cool. Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, we are going to try to outvalue the value decks and just kind of roadblock the aggro decks with a card that gets you even further ahead than a little bit of blood in the snow, and that is Reconstruct History. They just kind of printed a sneaky sorcery speed 4-mana draw 5 if you can build your deck in a way to take advantage of it. Reconstruct History is 2 and red-white, return an artifact, an enchantment, an instant, a sorcery, a planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Did I say draw 5? Yeah. If you get one of each of those types into the graveyard, it's 4 mana to draw 5. And in a grindy late game scenario, it can be considerably overpowering. But you have to find enough good enchantments, enough good artifacts, enough good... You get the idea. So this particular deck is actually branching into 4 colors. It's a 4-color control deck without blue. I know, bizarre, but that's what we're here for. And the main way that it stitches the mana together is with Learn. We've got Hunt for Specimens and the Professor of Sim blah blah blah, and we've got Environmental Sciences to go fetch. Then of course we have Mascot Exhibitions, a Containment Breach, and a Confront the Past. The only green card in the deck is Binding the Old Gods, which is the only enchantment I found that I wanted to run with Reconstruct History. You don't want to run Showdown of the Skalds in a reactive deck with a bunch of expensive cards. It ends up not getting you very much value. You don't really want to... I tried some other things like Fira's Retribution. The Angel just died. It was kind of terrible. So Binding the Old Gods is the reason that we play green. Reconstruct History is kind of the only reason that we play red, along with 2 copies of Lorehold Command. So we're a sneaky black-white control deck, because those are good, I hear. And we're just splashing 2 other colors to get more value, have more solutions to more problems, and more value to play a really, really long game. The deck does have some sneaky spots. We have a Potion of Healing and a Portable Hole, which help with the artifact requirement as things we might be able to get back. We have a Dungeon Map, which is just kind of a mana rock that uses the Venture mechanic a little as a value play when we run out of things to do with our mana, which happens as this deck, when it gets into the mid-game, tends to just kind of sit there for a long time, so maybe a Dungeon Map is a good use of our mana. I still think just a 1-of is fine, though. One of the funner tricks of the deck is this card called Treasure Vault, hiding in the mana base. This is an artifact land, so if we sacrifice it to make a couple treasures, we can get it back returned to our hand with Reconstruct History as our artifact. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying I can't help myself when it comes to Reconstruct History. I want all 5, okay? In the Planeswalker spot, we have Professor Onyx, Kaya, and Lulth. In the Sweeper spot, we have 4 copies of Doomscar as a sweeper of choice in this format. Then we have the Lorehold Commands are probably the better instant to get back, but we also have Vanishing Verse, which is sweet, as well as a few special hitters like Soul Shatter, Poison the Cup. We have 1 Inscription of Ruin, which in a long game can get you back a Professor of Sim blah blah blah, which can get a Mascot Exhibition while also making the opponent discard 2 cards and killing something of theirs. That's a huge value add to have in the graveyard. I like decks like this that use cards like Reconstruct History to get things back and reuse them, because it means that your 1-of or 2-of can go a lot further in a deck like this than it can in the other typical pile where you just have to draw it. Here, if you draw your 1-of, like say your Poison the Cup, we might end up casting it 5 times in the game because of Reconstruct History. So where Poison the Cup is good, you are really, really happy to have access to it. Where it's bad, you just leave it in the graveyard and get back something else. So that's why I'm excited about playing a deck like this, and I'm curious to see how it does in the meta today. The mana base is a bit of a train wreck. Let's see how it all pans out. I did hide a Crawling Barrens there. I feel like sometimes, like I said, in the mid to late game, I need a mana sink and I need a finisher. Today's video is dedicated to Timothy Wallace. If you hit join below and become a YouTube member, you might get a video dedicated to you in the future, along with other sweet perks. Let's see, does the store have anything sweet for us today? Showing the store is always kind of a wow on my videos because the store will be different tomorrow. Nope. Buying a Kaldheim pack doesn't really help me. So let's head back in and go ahead and pick up a Vanishing Verse. Should have checked it before doing the video. Unprofessional. But yeah, I think Vanishing Verse has proven it's around enough. So this one's for you. The dedication. Thank you. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. And the last couple of days were brutal. Lost a lot of games. Off-brand. We're going to try to turn it all around here today. We have a white and a green and a red and a black, so we'll keep it. We don't have much removal, so hopefully the opponent is not coming at us too fast and furious. Yeah, definitely not coming at us too fast and furious. All right, we got a ton of land. How do we start to put this all together? Do we want to hunt for specimens? Right now, I don't even... Yeah, right now it doesn't feel like I even need to do that. They might Vanishing Verse this, which would be a reason to play it the next turn. What are we getting? I think I'll just get Confront the Past. We seem to have enough land. Plenty of land. Alright, we've only drawn land since this one started. So let's get a fresh card. So you can sacrifice this to Lorehold Command to draw 2 more cards, but often I just sacrifice it as soon as I can to gain the 3 life and get it into the graveyard. Wow. Opponent's feisty. Alright, Dungeon Map's a pretty good draw. We have something to do with our mana. Do we keep attacking? They might be lulthing me. If they attack again with Faceless Haven, though, I'd love to block it. But at the same time, if they're attacking with Faceless Haven, it doesn't do anything too bad to us. Yep, now we can venture for value. Although first we're probably going to throw some Planeswalkers at them. Okay. Faceless Haven wants to go the distance. So far, no plays from my opponent other than attacking with that thing. So what do we need? We need like Soul Shatter, Poison the Cup. Those are our Faceless Haven solutions. Anyway, here's Professor Onyx. I'm sure the opponent will have some kind of answer. But hopefully they just don't exile her. Had to give up one of our Scry lands, but I think with a dungeon map that's okay. Because that's now our mana sink later. Yep. Exiled. Nasty. Kaya's so good. Alright, we should get Kaya exiled, I think. And hope they don't exile the Kaya with another Kaya. Because Kaya's in the graveyard are really bad for us. Although, let's see. They want a Blood on the Snow. I could wait to cast this Kaya until I can sacrifice it in response to a Lorehold command. And we can use this for now to dispatch this Kaya. That's not a bad idea. Red, white, black, white. Okay. So we'll go like this and like this. We'll go like this. Actually, you know what? We can do this at instant speed. The Kaya plussing doesn't hurt us. We can do this all on our opponent's turn after we see what they do. They might try to, like, get a counter onto this with the Kaya. So yeah, now they play this in response. We'll do a little of this. 3 damage there. I gain 3 life. And I'll sacrifice my Pest and draw 2. Doomscar, not good for the matchup, but we do our best. Artifact, sorcery, instant in the graveyard. Can't really try to Vanishing Verse this, they'll just play a Deadly Dispute, I'm sure. Portable Hole. Well, if we play that, it might get the Dispute out of their hand, but I'm pretty sure they want to do that anyway. This is going to be a tough game because we haven't drawn a solution for these Havens, and the opponent is just not giving an F. I guess the Lorehold command is a solution, but they'll see it coming, which is frustrating. So how do we play it? Our tools are very limited at the moment. Even though we have all these cards, we just have to, we gotta figure out the right way to do it. Well, first of all, let's try to get some cards out of our hand. I think we get this on the field. Yeah, if they sacrifice here and draw 2, it feels bad, but at the same time, then we just have this on the field and we sacrifice it later to the command. Or we could venture, which is it's not the greatest use of our time. And we do need to not discard to hand size when we cast Reconstruct History. Yeah, they got it. They always have it, don't they? All right, gotta draw a solution to these havens, though. They are absolutely torturing us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can hold up Lorehold Command next turn. Yeah, the opponent smells blood, too. Like, they just keep leaning with this haven. They have ever since, I think, like, turn 4. Just absolutely relentless. So we could try to exile that. I think instead... Oh, it's only as a sorcery? That's right. It's lit up because I can tap it for mana. All right, let's go for it. Yay, they don't have another Deadly Dispute. For the first time in history, someone didn't draw 2. Tempted to play this. Okay, now that we have this and this, I think we go for it. I don't think they have that many ways to instant speed remove these. And I don't think there's a crafty way to make this play, so we'll just run you out. We go get Mascot Exhibition. Here's our Kaya. Hopefully they don't exile our Kaya, and hopefully this counter lands on this Professor. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, they did bring Vanishing Verse to the fight. Now let's see if they can kill the Kaya. If they actually kill... If they exile her, that's really bad. If they kill her, that's fine. Haven Patrol, baby. Haven Patrol. Do not care about Kaya. That's not good. All right, down to 2. Another Professor. But we have to get back... We have to get back, and we have to play the Lorehold command. So this isn't good enough. Potion of Healing. Submit 0. Lorehold command. Hunt for specimens. Submit 0. I think we just hold open the Lorehold command, and we're fine. Can't think of how they would beat it. But yeah, we've got Kaya on 7. What you gonna do about that? Okay. Well, that makes me a bit nervous that they're still going for this, despite the fact that we have the face-up Lorehold command. I mean, maybe this is just how they've played every single game, with this as like a beatdown deck. All right. 3 damage and 3 life. Make a 3/2. I'm kind of scared. We go to 5. We have blocker. Vanishing Verse won't get it. Tell me you have a better plan than this, opponent. Tell me you have a better plan than this. I ultimate my Kaya. Okay. I don't think you can. I don't think opponent can beat all of us, but I don't know what's happening anymore. Let's play potion and draw. Okay. Let's play hunt for specimens. I want to play the professor when I have the next Kaya. Let's go get you. Gain some life, hit some lands. I mean, I guess I could play her. So probably die, we get back. I do want to at least pressure my opponent, have instant speed ways to deal. So let's pass. So, the Kaya emblem. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a legendary spell from hand or graveyard or from among cards you own in exile without paying its mana cost. Look who's still in exile. You thought she was gone, but sometimes they come back. All 4 Havens. Our opponent seriously is mono Haven. Their whole deck is Faceless Haven. They have drawn a ton of land, to be fair, and they're going to scoop it. Woo! Woo! Got there. Got something in my eye. Ugh. All right. On the play, Doomscar, only 2 land. Okay. We'll have to get a little lucky, but you got to believe. Like, believance is a thing, guys. You got to do it. Especially since we can set this to white. We have verse. We have hole. They shouldn't be able to kill us quickly. Eventually, you survive long enough. That's the solution to Mana Screw. Just survive. Stay alive. Gross. Do not want to play against dragons. Do not want to play against decks that run real counter spells. Worst possible matchup. Alright, gonna miss this land drop, but we're gonna grab this Sciences, hopefully fix it later. This might get countered. It's such a face-up play. Alright. Opponent needs their lands, I guess. Sure. Let's go get red. I don't think they're going to play anything I have to kill this turn. So I think next turn I can foretell and hold up Verse or hold up Soul Shatter. Oh, power up Haven? Oh, interesting. Can you believe it? It's poisoned. All right, the cup has been poisoned. So, do we want these cards? I think I'll take one, not the other. I think we do need to draw a bit of action. And I don't need another green. It's quite the gamble by the opponent there, hoping that I just didn't know how Faceless Haven works. Are they gonna try it? Oh my gosh, are they gonna do it again? All right, good choice. Opponent made the right choice. We can be proud of them. Do I need double red for anything in this deck? I don't. I do often need a lot of white though. I think we just hold everything open. That way we can scry. I don't think that foretelling another Doomscar is that important. That's a good one. It's a very good one as far as a mana sink goes. So they still can't go dragon without getting soul shattered. And 4 mana does what we need to do. So I think this turn is... we tap those, we foretell this. Really careful navigation should mean that they can't win, but you never know. All right, start the pumping. Another history, huh? Do we want to try to cast it? Just getting back the sciences and the poison the cup is... those are pretty good cards, but I don't think they're essential. Oh. Do you keep hitting land? Do you? Yes, you do. And another foretell. That's scary. What do we do? Do we scry or do we pump up the barons? Eventually they can't interact with this if it gets too big. Like, they just don't have the means. Their removal spells are damage-based. That's interesting. I don't like missing these lands, though. It's starting to creep me out. We're going to get out-mana'd. Just going to get out-mana'd. Should have kept that one. They've only got 1 red as well, so... At 8, I don't think they can stop this. They can, however, play a dragon, protect it with a counter, and then I have to untap and like Soul Shatter. I think we just go at them, though. I don't think they can deal. I don't think they can deal. Like, what you gonna do? They can double team with like a Haven and something else, but now they're at 8. Nice. Crunch. You're gonna need birds. Lots of birds. So, second epiphany, or what? Do we want to try to verse a bird, hole a bird, and attack? I think we do. I think that's the play. I think they rely on them for life now. They need them. And we get a saw it coming. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. Well, I guess making them block with a bird is okay. They'll still have to solve the problem. Or, if we want to take a bird out of their hand for 4 mana, we may as well do it with this. See if they counter it. If they don't, we get mana. Mana's cool. Got him. Alright, so let's hold up Soul Shatter, not go for Portable Hole. We can go for that next turn if we want to. Opponent still doesn't have the red for a dragon, but it could show up at any second. Okay, that's going to make the mana. Yeah, I think they realize it might be go time for a dragon, but if we get them to tap out, we can go Portable Hole, attack with Barons, win. I guess we're doing another Epiphany. We're not doing another Epiphany. Huh? We're doing Opus on your upkeep. Well, that can tap 2 things. I guess that's the plan. 4 damage to the dome. Can I do anything at instant speed with this mana? Nope, my foretelling is done, so... It's pretty good. Will it alleviate the pressure? Starting to find some land now, and our opponent's tapped out. Doomscar is appetizing. See what happens next. Did you find your mountain? And again, they can't fight over a dragon too much because we'll just kill them with the barons. So, we kind of want them to play into that. Yeah, their dragons are not great cards right now. Alrund's Epiphany is. Alrund's Epiphany is a great card. The key for them is just to never not Epiphany for the rest of the game. Although we are at a point where we can Doomscar attack, so we can still, even if they have chump blockers, we can force them into a counter war. If they end up tapped out, even if they win the war, we can Doomscar attack. Very likely that they know or feel like they know about the Soul Shatter from the way that we've left mana open for a few turns. There's the dragon. This game really, though, is the saga, and I mean the saga of the Crawling Barons. The Crawling Barons has basically shut them, like, it's put a layer of pressure on the game where the opponent can't do what they want to do. Like right here, they have to let their dragon die. And now they have to defend these birds. So we can make them counter a Doomscar. Can also make them counter this portable hole. Maybe. So if we play this, they have to counter it, and then they still lose the bird. Pretty good. Pretty good. And they have to have the counter spell. And they don't have it. They don't have it. Crawling Barons, baby. What would it take for this hand to be good? A lot. For some reason, I keep drawing the potion, though. Let's go. I'm gonna gamble. That might be a reward. We'll see. Depends what lands we draw. I really want to crush a white deck, like really badly. I can't stress enough how much they've made me angry today. We still need a black source though. I'm glad we got the Doomscar out of the hand. They might take the Potion of Healing here. Poison, huh? Weird. Pumping the Binder? Sure. Another white source, so this can now be red. This is green. We have to find black. If we can make a treasure, we can play the binding off of it. That's the long, hard way to get the job done, that's for sure. Let's see what we draw with this. Okay. Still looking for black. Yep, bring him out. Bring him out. Ah, a juicy Doomscar against a white deck feels real good, but we still have a long way to go in this game. Code spell cleric. Bam. Taste it. I guess that's a lore hold command. Still wish I could draw the cards, though. I mean, I can sacrifice Treasure Vault, make a treasure, and foretell Doomscar this turn. Or just make 2 treasures. Maybe that's the way. They can't power up the Haven yet, and we're at 14. I think that's the way. Make 2 treasures. Make 2 treasures. Why don't we just sack this and draw 2 cards? Will that fix the mana? Not like Binding will. I'm not doing it yet, though. I don't want to take all that damage. All right, let's make it 3-2. Let's deal 3. We have to do it now because of the Paladin class. Can't do it at instant speed. But this will help stabilize our board so that we can make that Treasure Vault play if we have to. Very rude. Probably with their best draw in this spot. Probably the very best draw in that spot. Not a black. I guess we hold this back because we might have to block a Haven. Well, if they power up the class, they probably don't create another creature, or at least not one that we can't block. All right, they can power up Haven now. And we draw the black. Oh, the timing is perfect. That's okay. That's okay. Now I've got an artifact, 2 artifacts in the graveyard for when I draw Reconstruct History. Really? That's bold, knowing I have more bindings. That basically hands me a 4/4 creature. Lulth. Haven't lulthed today. Maybe we will later. Yeah. Start turning the tables here. Make level 3 go. I mean, you know about this, right? No level 3. Okay, if they play another Snowland, they can power up Haven, but they can't activate the class. Let's get him for 4. Actually, let's race from here. Let's just race. No reason to be too conservative about it. They sure know how to have those cards.
You'll fall into my web again.
Sure. I guess they know about the Doomscar. History! Lultham? Lultham. How about some Death Touch, huh? I guess I should Lulth pre-combat to get the counter on my Spider Queen.
My will cannot be denied.
We got a Haven Gamer. Gonna power up here. This is a lethal potential attack. And you know about Poison the Cup. Okay? You got it. Max will die as Max lived. In the red zone. That is a weird hand. If we draw a black, it's great. We have Doomscar on the draw, so I think we have to keep it. So if they're aggro, we have a chance. Rather it was white than green, though, if I'm going to keep a Doomscar. Green is pretty good, even after a Doomscarring. Chariot is busted. Troll is awesome. The creature lands get the job done. Ranger class. Like, they don't care about a Doomscar nearly as much. Yep, level up attack here. Okay, and we're gonna level Swarm Shambler. Interesting. Do we sweep them? Make them develop another creature into the binding? I think so. Pretty early for that, but with 2 Reconstruct Histories, hopefully we can make an opportunity for ourselves to get it back. Just don't Chariot. Just don't Chariot. Okay. And don't Snakeskin Veil either. It's interesting draw. We can't play it off the map because this tab's for colorless, so we can't get the map down. They could have a Veil. They really could have a Veil. I want to get this cooking, though. The mana could really help. No Veil, thank goodness. That Lair of the Hydra, like, it's a sneaky priority holder if you have any mana open at all, so you can't get a read on your opponent. Nice draw of a land. We need red. Okay. What's the exile here? We could also play Inscription. But next turn we can play Map and Inscription. Now, next turn I think we want to Reconstruct History, to be honest. We have a Sorcery, we have Doomscar. So we want to get an instant in the yard. So this is the play. I guess we can play around a Veil here, so let's do it. They didn't have it last turn, doesn't mean they'll never draw it. We see a little bit of awkwardness with the map and the Vanishing Verse. We could have played this a few times if we could have double spelled. But we can't. Let's hope that they just level up a Ranger class and attack here, because then we can Reconstruct History, take out their only threat. Alright, they leveled it for the damage. So let's see if they play another creature. Okay, Shambler's really frustrating there. Really frustrating. So can they kill me? 1, 2, if they draw land 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can drop me to 2, and then if I Doomscar, I'm dead to a lair. But Verse can cover me. If I Inscription this, the opponent gets a 1/1, and then they attack me for 4 at least. I guess I can Verse on their turn, right? That's probably the play. And force them to commit their +1/+1 counters correctly. They're both level 2. Okay, they move to combat. We could exile one of these, and then we take 6 here. But they could still power up the lair in response. They have 2 cards in hand if we get a chance to Inscription them. And they're putting both counters on the Shambler. If we want to prevent as much damage as possible, we take out the Wolf. Could use some of our learn cards for sure. We need the life and we need the chump blockers. All right, they level 3. They get a free sentinel. We needed an untapped land there to Doomscar and Inscription them. As it is, we can Inscription them. And then they are left with a pretty strong attacking presence that's going to destroy us. So that's not good. So I guess we go with map Doomscar and make them start over. And we have more mana next turn to do more things. There is another Reconstruct History to get Doomscar back once we have enough mana. Yeah, they're thinking. Ooh, okay. That's going to be a problem. It's a good read by the opponent that I just can't really stop it right now, but Vanishing Verse does stop it. There we go. We needed that. We needed that. Level 3. Just have something to get in the way. I guess there is a problem with it though, huh? We need more than this. Because the opponent could just Blizzard Brawl, so let's get Mascot Exhibition. Could have also gotten Containment Breach to take out Ranger class and make a Pest, and that might have been enough, but it's really close to dead. It is really close to dead to 2 Blizzard Brawls, and it makes a lot of sense that they have at least 1 Brawl in their hand. This game is very hard. Yep. So that's probably going to be Brawl at least once. There it is. And attack goes up to a 7, which is a lot. Oh, multiple Brawls, yep. Trying to cut the way through the pain here. Through the chumpers. We want the Professor in the graveyard to get back with the Inscription. Silver Quill Command also gets it back. Straw? I think now the Containment Breach makes sense, after we've gotten a few cards out of their hand. Okay. And I do still think I want 3 blockers, though. I could have played Binding there, and it would have been a better use of mana, and that's kind of a tough choice, but they could still have Brawl and Activate, because remember, they only have to activate this for 1 for it to be huge, because they've already got all these +1/+1 counters. Going bigger than they need to. And still 2 mana left over. What does that mean? I wonder if this was a good turn to chump with Professor again because of the Inscription. I guess I got tunnel visioned on wanting to gain that life. Oh, it would have been a good turn for the Inscription. I don't have another one down here, right? No, I don't. Okay. How do we do it? I think we just make a lot of blockers. Take out your pack leader. I like to take out the class, I just don't think I can.
I will show you what a gift in exchange for loyalty.
Super conservative here, I know. Am I sure what combination of cards I'm afraid of with an attack with the 2/1? I mean, like double Blizzard Brawl, activate Lair for 1, power up Haven. We're getting close to where there's almost no combination of cards that I need to worry about there, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Arjuna, my co-host of the ArenaCraft podcast, likes to play the Kite Sail, the 1 mana give a creature flying in mono green. That would be a thing. Although I guess these have reach. So big. So much Hydra. Put a counter on it.
We will slay our enemies.
Devouring Tendrils.
A setback.
Wolf goes down. Wow. Right, no cards in hand, no creatures to target. So Inscription's looking worse this turn. Professor of some blah 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 is looking good though. And Reconstruct History is looking real good. Still no artifact and no enchantment. You know what? We can wait a turn for that. We can wait a turn for that enchantment. That's fine. We'll go with another mascot. Interesting choice there, but I think this is the one. And now, let's attack. All right, Ranger class moves to level 3. They're going to need a ton of creatures, though. Death Touch, baby. Death Touch. Let's go. Here's the Professor. Ooh, so many cool choices. I'll grab this one. Dun, 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 dun. Have you had enough? Not yet. Okay. Interesting choice there between Professor and Binding, but...
There has to be an answer here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can power this up and block anything on the ground. Let's just peck away with these then. Power up 1, block, block, block. Yep. I think we're good. Well, that was a slugfest. That was a proper slugfest with mono green. Four-color nonsense versus the best aggro deck in the land. It's always nice to pull it off. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up. Let's check out the stats powered by Untapped.gg. What do we got? What do we got for our pile? How did it go? Well, we went 5-3, and we got a 63% win rate, which, when running a deck like this, is pretty good. 2 of our losses were to mono white and 1 was to mono green. The trend with all of these, we did not draw Doomscar or we had bad lands. Those are 2 things that against aggro decks are going to completely divide your matches. You can't keep only mulligan for Doomscar. So sometimes you're just going to lose. Red's just going to get you. Or not red. My bad. Wow, I've been scarred for years. I have scars that will not heal. Green and white are just going to get you if you don't have early Doom scars, or if your mana stumbles. But you can win those matchups. It's just about having a Doom scar or like good enough mana and enough going on to get to one. So if you like the Doomscar top decks, and if you like blowing up a whole bunch of creatures, and if you like playing long, tough games, I still haven't lost to the black treasure control decks with this. Is this a way to beat those decks? I need more data, so maybe you guys can let me know. But if you play those matchups, make sure you're playing for the long game. Don't just slam your Kayas or your Lulths and be like, yay, Planeswalker, yeah. You'll just get exiled, or Blood on the Snow, something bad will happen. You've got to play the long game against those decks. So if you do, and you go out there and try it, let me know how it goes. Leave me a comment. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.